This is Dabu7. A lot of people referencing statements from Trump in regards to this storm approaching, and then saying that we had the biggest military on the planet. We've also heard Kim say that they're going to conduct this test out in the ocean, in the Pacific, which could potentially do a lot of different things. Now they're saying they're planning to test fire a missile capable of reaching the U.S. West Coast, and then stocks slide. To me, them not caring that there is a satellite going over our country, or acting like they don't care, there's nothing going on with it, is a huge concern. All the rest is shenanigans. All the talk of getting a rocket launched from over there all the way across the ocean to hit the West Coast, to me, it's BS. When they can simply have the device on that satellite, Shining Star, as they're calling it. And why would they call it that? Unless it was loaded, just like the top brass of the EMP Commission said, already had a device inside of it. It's at the perfect height. It's going the wrong way. U.S. military kept trying to say it was tumbling, it was going to fall, that it was nothing. They left it there. They don't care. It's in perfect orbit, perfect altitude, that if it was carrying something, that is the game changer. So when I see that no one's doing anything to stop that, this is really starting to get the feel of a 9/11 or something else, to where the stage is being set and no one's doing anything to stop it, to counter it. The one thing that could take the lights out right now, today, keeps passing over this country, they seem not to even care about. That's the biggest concern to me here on this world stage. And the talk of the storm coming. I almost feel that something is going to be done in this country, and when they do it, they've planted the seeds in everyone's minds across the country that it was these guys. Emergency radios will probably be saying a repeated pre-recorded thing from Trump that it was North Korea. And don't worry, we're releasing hellfire on them. I have had people email me here near a base here in this country. They've lived there all their lives. They have never seen the activity that has picked up here in the past week with fighter jets, bombers. The bombers doing dives, like nose dives, that they say they never seen. They're not sure what they're preparing for, but all of this is kind of mounting up to where people are actually seeing a lot of weird military movement in their neck of the woods here, like they're preparing and training for something special. And then you have the warnings coming from Trump, and then more saber rattling coming from Kim and them. To me, this is like a stage. To me, I see this as it's a play on the minds of the people. And the ultimate end game is to submit us. The ultimate end game for them is to strip freedoms, privacy, your weapons. It's us. So in the midst of all of this, if they act like on this stage someone else did it, like they always do in these wars, because if they did it themselves to their own people, they'd look like dictators calling their own people. You've seen that throughout history. So they switched it up. You get some guys work out at DOP, I'll kill my guy, or you kill my guys, I'll kill yours. And it all plays out here on this world stage. We stay in power. We pass it on to our children. We'll intermarry. We'll keep doing this, and we'll keep the game and the charade going forever. And we'll be the kings playing out the puppet show as we keep them divided, and they don't even know the difference. You see, I've learned who funded and controlled both sides of World War I, World War II. World War III will be no different. Fall back asleep, if you so choose. All of these people on this world stage, if they're really a threat, they'd be annihilated. The biggest threat is the power of the number of the people. Something they can't just wipe out like that. There has to be a different tactic. And if you see who the real threat is in their eyes, how can you submit them? How can you make them come crawling to us without us having to be the bad guys. Where the blue helmets aren't the bad guys all of a sudden. All these years we've talked about it. Well, to me, it's rather obvious. The lights go out in this country. You will submit the people and this country within weeks. They will go running and diving into the back of UN trucks. Russia, China, who knows? These other countries may say, hey, we'll help too. Humanitarian aid. We're not the bad guys you guys thought we were. We'll send troops to help. Sure you will. And this was all part of a world stage. You see, because they're not real Jews. They're not real Christians. They're not real Muslims. They worship the fallen ones. And they've sold the rest of you out in this puppet show. That's how I see it. So when the lights go out in the city, and all the other songs that have echoed it along the way, you can't say that the signs weren't there. To me, the stage is set. I just pray we have more time than anything, and that someone has the balls in the upper brass of this country that took an oath to defend this country, to finally turn the tide. And ladies and gentlemen, until you start to see real deal events go down within the upper echelons of these groups, big shakeups for real, nothing's ever going to change. And of course, as long as they've got control of the mainstream media, until the end, they will scream that this person or that person is the enemy, when in all reality, they're not. And I'm not just talking about Mr. Kim here. I'm talking about anyone and everyone they want to say is the enemy, even your neighbors. Don't fall for it. This is the division. When the lights go out, it goes full scale. It's the one way they get everyone to come crawling to them for food, safety, and all the holdouts, all the patriots out there. This will be the time. This will be the time when we are left to battle. And you will have UN troops, Chinese, Russian, you name it, in here scouring in the name of humanitarianism, but putting a bullet in anyone that they feel is a threat. That's the easiest way to make it happen, and to submit the people in this country. Right there. And the stage is set, believe it or not. Let's call it what you want, turn a cheek, call it what you will. You can never say no one ever came along and told you.